have 5 absolutely insane trips planned, including Japan, including a lot of places in Europe, including Australia, and even Florida for the 5th time. No, I'm just kidding. I have so many fun trips planned that I'm so excited for, so I thought I'd rank them in, tell you guys how my top 10 will change, I think, and kind of go based on where I think these coasters in these certain countries will place. Let's get into it. Florida, 2025. Okay, so this is my number, well, I'm just gonna, place it probably, I think I'm going on around 7 different trips. Maybe more, but as of right now, 7. Epic Universe takes my number 7 spot in this video just because it is the smallest Florida trip, and I have been to Florida for a lot, but I do enjoy the place so much. This place, Epic Universe, doesn't look to have the greatest coasters, as some don't look insane. The only one I think could place in my top 10 is the dueling one. I'm still excited to go to Epic Universe and really see this amazing looking place. Don't get me wrong, it is still going to be an absolutely incredible trip. Now, as of right now, I might also be going to more places in this Florida trip. Just as of right now, Epic Universe first trip ranks number 7. What an amazing looking place Epic Universe will be, hopefully. And I'm very excited to go try out the lands in Epic Universe. The SeaWorld trip. So I call this a SeaWorld trip, as SeaWorld will be the main focus on this trip for me. To try out the new surf coaster in 2023. This is going to be a fun one. It will be later in the year, probably, I'm guessing. Now, this is another trip that's not fully planned or thought about as much, as I have a lot bigger trips planned. So, let me just say this is one of the most greatest theme parks. And for those who've watched most of my videos, you know I love this incredible park. It ranks my number 1 park overall. And I'm super excited to go get on Mako another time, as much as possible. And for the full 3 years I will be able to have got on this coaster. That is one of the more exciting parts about this trip for me. I love Florida, as you know, as most people know who know me. So, this trip is just another reason to get back to Florida and go try out a new type of coaster from B&M, which B&M is one of my favorite manufacturers. It ranks 3rd for me out of any of my manufacturers. That's saying something. The manufacturer is incredible, and I'm super excited to get on their surf coaster. Number 5. This is actually a surprise for me that I would put this this trip so low. But the only reason I put it so low is the other trips on this list are absolutely insane. So, my number 5 is Texas. Texas, I will be going to a bunch of different parks, and maybe even getting my 100th credit. This will be an exciting trip to get on Iron Rattler and some amazing RMCs, and some amazing other coasters. So, I cannot wait for this trip, and I'm super excited to see where it will rank for me, and really get to go on some world-class coasters in Texas. Number 4. This trip is called, the main place that this trip holds is Japan. Japan is a place I've been wanting to go to for its roller coasters for a while. So, with this trip, where are the countries I'll be going? Well, the amazing places of Japan, Sweden, Paris, and Denmark. And to be honest, that is a very stacked trip. But it's not the most stacked. It does have really good rides, Ejnaika, Steel Dragon 2000, Hakugei, and more. Now, it looks like Japan has some of the better coasters in this world, but to say that I'm the most excited for that trip is an understatement. Well, an overstatement, I'd say. Because I have so many other trips, like my top 3, which let's get to now. Number 3, the UK, Germany, Poland, and Netherlands trip. This trip will be a fun one. And I'll be finally getting on my bucket list coaster, which is why it ranks in 3rd. And ranks over to the Japanese trip. Smiler is my bucket list coaster. For people who do not know, I'll be making a remake eventually on my top 10 bucket list coasters, and Smiler still will be number 1. But I'm super excited to really get to go try some of the best looking woodies even. Germany has some insane looking woodies. And UK does too with Wicker Man. And I'm excited to get going to Fantasialand, which looks to be one of the most beautiful parks in the world. Florida V3. Yeah, I've been to Florida 3 different times after this trip. So yeah, once this trip happens 3 times, just to make sure everyone understands that. Iron Gwazi, Velocicoaster, Daddy Pig's Roller Coaster. Okay, let's be honest. Daddy Pig's Roller Coaster looks to be the greatest coaster on Earth and really makes this Florida trip easily my number 2. That's all I have to say. And Daddy Pig's, yes, is in the trip, and really, that makes the whole trip. So, yeah. It has no station, really, but, it seriously is the most themed coaster on Earth. And they just don't want to brag about it, but it's probably also, the most expensive coaster on Earth, so... they just don't want to brag about it, of course. Yeah. So, Daddy Pig's Roller Coaster, best coaster on Earth, and that's part of the Florida trip, making the Florida trip, well, perfect. So, there you go. That's my number 2. Now to my number 1 trip is, well, Australia. Australia is somewhere I've always wanted to go to. It's not just because it is one of the it's not just because of the roller coasters. This is a place I want to go to. It is because of how incredible Australia is. It looks to be one of the coolest countries on Earth, in my opinion, and really looks to have some really fun, unique rides. And I'm always in love with unique rides. So, it's going to be a fun place to go to. And also, I cannot wait to try out Big Dipper and see how it compares to the regular Raptors. This will be a very fun trip, and I cannot wait to go. Thank you for watching. Now, out. Well, thank you for watching this amazing video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I cannot wait to make another video. And if you did enjoy this video, tell me your thoughts on my trips, and tell me which one you would have put as your number 1. Thank you for watching, and keep riding. Make sure to like and